Okay, so I'm going to look at a plugin that we added here called instabuilder, and I've already set up the settings for you. So we're going to have a look at the dashboard, and as you can see, I've got 3 published pages, 3 unpublished, etc. So I've just been testing using this page here. Okay, and we can click to create a new page from here. We can also create a new page from the top drop down as well, and we can also create a new page from the left hand margin. Okay, so it really doesn't matter how you go about creating it. But once we go to click a new page, then automatically it's going to give us a choice of templates. What I'm going to do, these are some fantastic templates, but what I'm going to do here is create a new one from scratch, and just to show you how, because they're not all going to suit you. So first of all, we've got page width here, which is automatically set by default to suit most computers, but you might want the full width, in which case you're just going to simply click wide section. Okay, so first of all we need to delete this one by pressing the bin. Are you sure? Yeah, it's gone. Okay, so we're starting totally from scratch. So we're going to choose a wide section, just drag it across and drop it. Okay, and I can change the size of this as well if I wanted. So if I wanted this to be let's say an image, for example, and I would just drag my image, put it in here, and then I would click to upload the image. Okay, and I would put in the URL of the image, or I would search for an image, and I would search for let's say desert island. How original. Okay, and it comes up with some nice. Now actually what I want is say a banner. Let's say desert island banner. Let's see what comes up. Don't want it. Yeah. Okay, so I'm looking at the dimensions. They're not really banners as such, not the traditional style that I wanted. Long and not deep. Nothing really jumping out at me. To create my own. Okay, nothing really jumping out at me, unfortunately, but let's just use this one. Click to use. Okay, fine. So what I can do is I can squeeze it, of course, which is disproportionate now, and I can elongate if I wanted to. Okay, so you can do all sorts of clever things with it. You could also, if you wanted, you can start fresh, but you could also edit it. Okay, because the photo editor is built in here as well. So if you wanted to, I don't know, put a frame on it, for example, apply that, and we can change the saturation, make it even more blue. Let's see what other effects we've got here. Change to lucky. Indigo. Okay. You can just play with this forever, can you? Something like that. Something like that. Okay, we'll stick with that for now. What else could we do? Stickers. Not really, not in this particular picture. Unless you want to put a bubble in. So we can put that up here and inside it. Twist it, turn it, whatever you want. Okay, apply that. Now we put some. What else can we put in here? Enhance. Put some text in. Oh no, not again. Let's change that slightly. And I'll change the colour. Looks quite good as black, wasn't it? Good, okay. Now I want to choose the size of it. There we go. And drag it. Good. So it's totally different from how it started. Click apply. You could do all sorts of clever things as well if you wanted to. Okay, so I'll let you play with that. Let's try sharpening it a little bit. That's much better, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, click. Good. And save. And then exit. Okay. Exit. Good. So let's do that. Let's change that one. Is that up there? No, it's not up there. No, cancel. Okay, so next thing I want to do is, what happened to my picture that I just edited? Oh no, looks like I've lost it, haven't I? Oh no. Oh yeah, I've lost it, damn it. Okay, I obviously didn't save it somehow. Okay, let's forget that for now. Okay, so more time needed to spend on editing photos. That's okay, you can do that anytime you like. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is maybe put in another section in here. And again, you can make that any size you want. And we can maybe change the colour of it, change the background colour. So let's do background colour as, let's do red, no, let's do red. Just pale colour. Glossy, yeah, take that off. Okay. If you want, of course, you can put in a background image as well. So if you have another image, just put in the URL. You can go to Google or whatever and find the image. Let's just do that. So Google images, and let's search for palm tree. What I'm going to do is click on view, right click to save the image URL, copy image URL, paste it in here, and that's that done. Okay, good. So actually, interesting enough, I'd need that to be larger, wouldn't I? But that's a background image, so actually I'm going to the background on the whole page, not just on that little section. Okay, that's not so clever. Take that off. Remove. Yeah, remove that. I want it on the whole piece, not just this section. Okay. And what else? What other options do we have? Rounded, opacity, display delay. Oh, that's interesting. If you want to hide it and display it after a certain period of time. So this part here, let's just do this after, say, 6 seconds. Good. So in here, let's just put in title, and I'll click that to put it in the middle, align it. Yep, that's fine. Maybe put some text in underneath there. Again, we can align that, put it in the middle, maybe change the colour of it to say deep red. Good. Okay. And let's say, oops, pull that one down to there, edit it. Special offer. So this will only show, this whole pink area will only show after 6 seconds. Okay. Now let's see what other effect we want on it as well. If we wanted to, we can have it, let's say, shaking. Oh, let's shake. Okay, so let's just click on view, preview the page and see what happens. Opens in a new tab. Interesting. What's today's date and today's time? 6 seconds have elapsed. Oh, because I didn't save anything. Don't. Let's just do save. Now try refresh. Okay, so that's the first part, and then 6 seconds later you should get the pink part coming up with a special offer. Yay! And a little bit of shake. Good. Okay, so that worked. Now what else could we do with this? We might want to put in, let's say, a horizontal line. We put that in there. Good, that's quite nice. We might want to put in other features, let's say a countdown. Click on that to edit it. So we've got the countdown options. We have other options here as well. So we can have it every time they come to the page, for example, but we'll just do exact date and time. And we can change this to any date at all. Not sure why it defaulted to August next year. Let's just do 1st of February, fine. So 1st of February is currently 47 days away. Okay, and we can change the time zone to any country that you're in as well. Right now in Europe, let's see if I can find Europe. Where is Europe? Typical, I happen to look for it. Zoomed past it. Okay, let's just go for London. Okay. And scroll back up again. Let's see what options we've got. Different texts. So that instantly, this is the countdown clock changed instantly. And the circular one. Okay. We can change the colour of the font of it, so we're going to make it blue, purple, like that. Face of the font. Whatever you want is options are there, really cool. Click on design again and expiry. What do you want to happen at the expiry? Want to hide the countdown, want to redirect to a different page, or reveal hidden content. Okay, so let's just go to redirect to a different page and then put in the other page that you want them to go to after the countdown. Okay, lots of clever things we can do with this. Right, what else can we see? What else? What have we not looked at? Countdown, buttons. We'll put a button in, so we can make the button any size we want. We can change the size of the button. We can change the text. Let's scroll down a little bit. So button text, just say press now. Change that to bold. Change the size of it. Okay. We can change the hover colour, so when they hover over it, it changes to red. Let's just try that. There you go, just hover. We can add a little icon in here if we want, so put a little zzz, or we could put it after. Let's put a little envelope, press now, whatever, call me now, information now, download now, whatever, all sorts of clever things we could do with it. Okay. Change the corners so we can make them more rounded, like that, make it even more rounded if you want, like that. And again, we could have this bouncing, etc. if we wanted to. So let's say drop. And good. Okay, now we want, where is it going to go to? We want it obviously to go to somewhere. So you can actually have it going into a pop-up when they press, which might be, let's just try this. The pop-up might be to grab their contact details. So what you want to do is pull in the opt-in form, okay, and click here to edit the opt-in form. So in the opt-in form, you would need your HTML code from your autoresponder if you have one, and again we can change, you could even add in, just put in Facebook here as well, for example. Okay, and in fact you could take it so it's only Facebook. Okay, It still needs, however, I tested this, it still needs the original opt-in from Aweber or GetResponse, etc. if you have one. Okay, and that's that. So when they press here, automatically it's going to go to the opt-in form. Alright, and let me just save this. And then go here and refresh. So after 6 seconds, if I remember rightly, the pink part is going to come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to give us a wee shake. Good. And the countdown is working, is it? Oh, it's not showing anything because we're just on the preview. We're not published yet. And if I hover over this, we have different colour, and if I click on it, it will come to a pop-up, which is coming down here for some reason, and click to subscribe with Facebook. Good. Let's pop up. Let's fix that. Okay, good. Is there anything else that I'm missing here? You could put in some columns. Let's say you want to put that in here, and we could even add another column in here if you want. So if you want to put in a little picture into this column, maybe change the size of it that way, and we can maybe just duplicate it and drag it over to here. Okay, and click again to duplicate and drag it over to here, and then we can maybe put some text in here. That's too big, so let's just change the size of that. If this is in the road, by the way, just drag it in the road. Let's just change the size of that, so maybe make it heading 5, that's fine, and put it in the middle. Bang. Good, and then we'll take that, we'll copy that, and we'll drag it to here, and we'll copy that, and we'll drag it to here. Okay, let's hit the road again. Good. That's cool. And then save it again. And then refresh. Pretty quick, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pretty quick to do clever pages like this. Okay, and obviously we could change the background colour, change the images to different icons, whatever. Okay, you can make this actually clickable as well to take them to different parts of your site, etc. Okay, clever. Okay, it's up to you now. Go and play with it.